Good afternoon, everybody. Guess what I'm doing? You will never guess. I am sewing sheaths. Say that 2 or 3 times real fast. Now all the knives are done with the exception of final sharpening. Let everything dry overnight. And if y'all have not seen me do this before, this is the way I sew sheaths. I do it by hand. I know somebody's gonna say you need a stitching pony or this or that, and tell you the truth, I've done it this way for so long that I don't know if I can do it any other way. I've got my little technique down pat. One day I may get a sewing machine that'll do this. One day, maybe. These things cost lots of money. I've got a helper in mind, and I might hire her to do this for me. Which all y'all know, a master sergeant comes over and helps me a lot. Where'd my fire stick go? Fire stick, lighter, same thing. And also, y'all that don't know, this material that I use, for the most part, is get exactly what it's called, but it's the inside of like paracord, where they do make parachutes out of. Very, very durable, very strong. I've been using this for about a year. This kind. It takes dye real good. When I dye the sheath, it turns it nice color. And for other things, I use micro paracord, just like on that one. Ain't that pretty? This is the Garskin sheath. Knife is hanging up there. I'll show them to you again this afternoon or later tonight when I get done with them. I got to put one more coat of sealer on this and let it finish drying. I made a video yesterday, but I wasn't real happy with it, so I didn't post it. Now these, when I do a gar skin or a catfish skin or something like that, these take at least a day, a full day, to get completed, because when they go together, especially the gar skins, when you do the bend and the fold, they have to be wet, almost sopping wet, and then they have to dry. Now that's a gar skin on the outside. The inside is leather. It's a real thin leather, so it won't mess your blade up. And when it's all said and done, I'll take some fine sandpaper and clean this up so it won't scratch up the handle. Well, this one actually has a stag handle, so it won't bother it anyway. But I'll still finish that off. Very cool, I think. I want one of these myself, but I don't have one yet. I'll call everybody's name and show you all your stuff here later today. These two are stitched and ready for dye. Just finished that one. I got to put the snap on there, and I'll show you that. Got this one to do, and the 2 ulus, and I'll show you those after a while. Now, stay tuned. I have a announcement that might interest a few people later on in the video, and I'll talk to you all about that. As soon as I get all these sewn up. Pardon me. Now, yes, I wear these. I can't see how to drive without them because I can't see down the road, and I can't see nothing real close up. Far from here to there, I can see just fine. But if I don't wear these when I'm stitching, I'll poke my fingers. Now, when I first started making garskin sheaths, I would cut my hand every single time. That one's all done, basically, except for the stain by the finish. I have not cut myself yet. Knock on wood. Alright, I'll be back in a few minutes and I will show y'all all these finished, pretty, polished, and shined. Look what I got. Everybody home from school and come to see Pawpaw for a minute.
Hi. Hi.
Say hi. You want to say hi, Junior? Huh? You want to say hi? Tell him hi. Come here. Say hi.
It just now started waving.
Yeah. You gonna smile for us? Huh? Pawpaw Goosey? Huh? You Goosey? Say Goosey, Goosey, Goosey. Goosey, Goosey. Goosey, Goosey, Goosey. Huh, Sissy getting you?
Maddie, tell them about what you told me. How many days of school do you have left?
25.
Just tell them.
Not
Oh, come here.
school days.
Here, tell me.
I mean, 25 days of school left. Not including weekends, though.
Yeah, it'll be summertime break, huh?
Yeah.
You see that thing? What you see, huh?
No. Ow. Hey, we're going.
Y'all don't fall down.
Hey. No.
Y'all hadn't seen them in a while. Just thought I'd show them off for a minute while they're out here. You gonna say something? Huh? Tell them, say I'm Pawpaw's boy. They're not Pawpaw's girls. We got a round trip up one day and get him out here too.
Yeah.
You get Sissy? Huh? You after Sissy?
He's still waking up.
Yeah, he has a nap in the car, I think. Okay, tell everybody bye-bye.
Bye.
Say bye-bye. Come say bye-bye.
Bye.
You know how to do that. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Go to. And bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Alright, y'all, let's finish up for today. I've got some finished knives to show you. Mosquitoes are biting. Some of them big enough to get the shotgun after. But let's see. First off, Pooh Bear. Hey, y'all remember the trade I made with Pooh Bear for that very cool fish finder for the new boat? He wanted a Wallace too. There you go, brother. I put a trout and a bass on it. That's the only fish stamps I have right now. There you go. There's your Wallace too. It's all sharped up, ready to go. Put your lanyard on there. If you want it, if you don't, just take it off. A lot of people like them, a lot of people don't. But now, as awesome as that trade was, that fish finder is just absolutely cool. So I'm gonna also send you, so I know you're a fisherman, I'm gonna send you a fillet knife. right there, just like the one that I use. And that's the most popular fillet knife that I make. Everybody likes those. I know I don't have to tell you, but be careful, it's sharp. So there you go, buddy. Thank you for that trade. I pretty appreciate it. That's a fine fish finder, and that's very cool. So that's on the way to you, right there. Because I wanted to. There you go. Let's see, Will in Arkansas. My buddy Will. There you go. You wanted 2 classic Skinners and a Crown Stags. So there you go. There's that one. That stuff on there, that's just leather dust out of the sheath. That'll go away. It takes a little time, but it'll go away. And this one, same thing. Alright, what you think about that? Very sharp. I know I don't have to say it on every video I do when I show finished knives, but I say it every time. Please be careful, because knives are supposed to be sharp, and these are sharp. Let's see, Brennan. You wanted a J-Nail Skinner. There you go. There's your J-Nail Skinner. Alright, next scabbard. And also you wanted a Wallace 2 Crown Stag and a Garskin sheath. And I showed the Garskin sheath earlier. Let's see, there it is, all ready to go. Alright, got a wide belt loop, double stitched. Should last you a long time. Now you go into hunting camp or fish camp and you carrying this, everybody there is gonna say, "Ooh, look at that," and just tell them where you got it. That's very tight in the sheath until it gets a good dry and cure on it, and it'll loosen up some for you. There you go. Now this actually toasted stag. The horn was a little bit of bleached out white color. I want to put some color in it, so I took the torch and toasted it down a little bit, put some color to it. I think it came out very nice. Very, very sharp. So there you go. Now it's going to smell like glue for a while, because like I said earlier, when I put these together, gar skins, catfish skins, anything like that, it has to be soaking wet. And that waterproof glue has a little bit of a smell to it, but it will go away. It might be gone by the time you get it, but it will go away. And like I said earlier too, that's gar skin. Inside is leather, a real thin leather. And the only reason I do it that way is because the gar skin itself is really rough and it'll scratch it up. So there you go. Ready to come out to you. Let's see what we got next. Jim, buddy Jim. What's a ulu? There's your ulu. Got a snap handle. So it has a antler handle on it. Now this is treated with vinegar. It's a vinegar etch because ulus are mainly used in the kitchen, that type of thing. So it has a vinegar etch, and it is coated down with vegetable oil. Now when you get it, wash it, soap and water, not dishwasher, soap and water. Just wash it down a couple of times, and when you get done with it, whatever kind of oil you cook with, keep it coated for a few coats, and that'll do you just fine. Now with these here, very sharp. The ulus are very different to learn how to use if you don't know how to use one. I'm sure you do because you wanted one, but I mean they're very, very good, but they're also very sharp, and you can get cut if you're not careful. You gotta be careful with them. Now, last thing I want to show you, let me tell you about it first. My friend John Scruggs, I've known John for a good while now. He's ordered a bunch of knives from me. Good man, great family. The family found out his grandson was diagnosed with brain cancer just a few days ago. Now that I can't imagine, you know, it just hurts my heart to even hear that, because I have two grandsons of my own, and I really, John, we're praying for you. All of us will pray for your family. And there is a fundraiser being set up, auction type thing. I don't have all the information on it just yet, but I do have John's email if you would like to contribute, because you know hospital bills and all that kind of stuff they just pile up. So but until the auction gets going, I'm gonna send he told me I could send his email address. If y'all would like to help, we would surely appreciate it. And when the auction deal, whoever it goes through, when they get all that set up, I'll post that up for you too. And pardon me, I don't know where it's going to go through. If it don't go through anyway, if I need to do one for you, John, you let me know, and I'll do one for you, because we have the most generous people there are that watch my channel, and I really thank y'all for that. But in the auction, whenever it gets kicked off, I'm gonna send another ulu. Let's take a look at it. It's the same as that one. Now these ulus are in the traditional Alaskan style. They're big and they're heavy, but I put my own little twist on them. I put this antler handle like this one. When you hold it, your hand catches it back here, and you cut with it. Now, just like that one, it's vinegar etched. Vinegar treated. Soaked down with vegetable oil, just like that one. Wash it down for a couple of times, and it'll straighten out, and we'll do you a good job. So, John, that is my contribution for the auction. Now, like I said, if you need more help with that, no, you let me know, brother. That's all you gotta do. Just tell me. I'll do every possible thing I can do to help you with that. And before I get emotional, I'll stop right there. Whatever you need, you let me know, and I'll pass it on. The YouTube community is absolutely awesome at helping everybody out, and we'll do everything we can do for you. So there you go. That goes to raise as much money as we can for your grandson. And I'll leave a link to John's email, and there's another thing he sent me. I'll leave all that in the description. Now let's see what we got coming up this week. I mentioned earlier I'm gonna hire somebody to help me in the shop with the leather and all this and that and the other, and her name is Mama. We've been talking for a couple of months now about it, and I'm going to try to teach her how to make scabbards and sheaths, or at least do the sewing on them. I'll cut them out, she can sew them. And if you want a Master Sergeant's own sheath, all you got to do is say so, because he's still very much part of the shop, very much part of our family. But sometimes I need help, you know, right now, today, and he can't always get over here, so I'm going to try to get Mama learned up and to help me with some of this stuff. The hobby, the knife shop has always been a hobby. It's about to get, I think, a little more than that, which is okay with me. Pardon me. A lot of exciting things are going to happen here in the next couple of weeks. Y'all just stay tuned and you'll see those. Next week, well, this weekend, I'm going on a road trip. I'll be gone. I'll be out of the shop next week for several days. Mama's going to go with me. I've got to go up to Illinois. Well, I don't got to, but I want to go up to Illinois, visit my cousin Jay. I'm going to pick up the boat motor for the new boat. That'll be some cool videos there. And we're going to just visit, sit back and relax for a few days, give us a chance to be away from the everyday grind around here, you know, kids and grandkids, and as much as we love them, sometimes you just got to get away for a day or two. Pardon me. And maybe I could outrun this pollen too. So. Excuse me. Anyway, video camera will be running. Now on the way up there, I've got a few phone calls to make. On the way up there, I'm going to stop and I'm going to try to hook up with another friend of mine that most of y'all will recognize. But I'm going to wait till after I talk to him to make sure. There's nothing else on the side of the road to have a cup of coffee, and we'll talk to him. And then we'll make a beeline to my cousin's. On the way back, we're going to stop at, and I'm still giddy about that visit this weekend with John Savage, with Mr. Savage, a premier, world-class knife maker, came to my shop. You believe that? That's just absolutely cool. Very, very nice guy. His wife, Mrs. John, she's a very nice lady. And on the way back, we go within 20 or 30 miles of their place, so we're gonna stop there and see them for a little while. I don't know if we'll make the trip over across to Ohio. and see my friends over there, and then back down to Georgia. I got friends there I need to stop and see. Pardon me. I don't know if we're going to make the entire loop, but we'll have to wait and see. Because it's going to be a skinny trip. I mean, skinny trip meaning that we don't have a whole lot of money to spend, but we got enough to get there and back and break down and all that, you know, just in case breakdown. I've got almost 2,000 miles on the truck since I've done the repairs to it, no problems, so I'm not worried about it, but you never know. Pardon me. But anyway, that will be next week. We're going to leave either early Saturday morning or early Sunday morning. I'm not quite sure yet. We'll have to wait and see. Because Friday I have to go to the doctor. There I go again. Well, sort of the doctor. I got to go do my blood work, and then 2 weeks later I go see the doctor over at the VA clinic. And while I'm over there, my buddy Scott and Master Sergeant Michael was over last week. They live over in that direction. I'm going to go by and see them for a little bit. We're going to have some fellowship and visit with them for a few minutes. And we'll decide what day we're going to, exactly when we're going to leave. But Mama's got time off work. This is the perfect time of year. The weather is, it's good here. I guess it's good up there. Cousin Jay tells me the fish are biting up there, so we're going to do a little bit of fishing and just all kind of stuff. So stay tuned for that video. Alright, I'm at, I can't see, 18 minutes I think of running my mouth, so that's enough on this segment alone. So, hope you like the finished knives. I'll get them all packaged up tonight and early in the morning and get them in the mail tomorrow. I thank y'all for watching. I thank you for your support. Y'all check out the links below for John's grandson. And with that, I will, wait a minute. New subscribers. I got a bunch of new subscribers in the last few days. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. And I will see y'all in a couple days.